I like to populate the components and then do the soldering in one go. That sort of like makes it a bit fast, and it works really well. So let's do that with the rest of the resistors. Onto the soldering piece. We got already like 8 components there in place, the resistors, which is perfect. Now next up is 10K. There, got 5 of those, which is perfect. Let's start with R9 first and move up. Perfect. Got our 14 and 15. Yeah, 10Ks, all of the 10K resistors are also in place. 100K, which is R12. 200K, which is R13. Good. All right. Next up, touch switches. The photoresistor marked as GM. Then we got the buzzer. For this one, the polarity does matter, so you got to be careful with the marking. You also have the plus sign on the body of the component. This is the USB socket, which is another interesting component here. And the next one, IC holders, DIP 8. And the next one is the U2 IC. Now we got the triode 8550. A digital display. We are going to mount. We got the 2 small capacitors, C1 and C2. Then we've got C3, C5, which are again smaller ones, smaller capacitors. Perfect, looks good. There's one more capacitor, which is an electrolytic capacitor. And then we've got the crystal. The thermistor goes here. The battery holder. We populated the majority of the board, like so. Obviously, the LEDs that needs to go around the perimeter there, we left them. There's quite a few of them. There's, I think, like 60, 70 odd LEDs that we need to populate. While we're inserting each LED, we're going to flush it against the PCB like so. As you can see, when you look at it directly there, it's right at the bottom there. It needs to touch it perfectly. And that also ensures that the LED is perfectly aligned with the PCB. So it's like it sits flat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually insert the red LEDs around the clock and then do the soldering afterwards. Perfect. I think this looks good. Blue LEDs, which we will populate next. We've got quite a few to go around. Look. how far we've come. These things can be done. I have no idea how many LEDs in my career I have soldered and played with. Believe it or not, we're there. Look at that. Already looks beautiful, right? Let's see the back of it. Doesn't look as pretty, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. It looks like a barbed wire. Now that we've got all these LEDs in place, it's only half of the job done. The next half is the soldering piece. We're going to use this alcohol to clean this all up. I think we've done a good job. In case you're wondering, hold it up there. Just picture it, right? Working. Back of it. We got a couple of ICs there that we need to insert to the sockets. Let's insert the battery. So okay, this is the moment of truth. I'm going to plug this in and see if there is life. Look at that. Our display is live. Obviously, it says 45. I haven't adjusted it. Look at the seconds. Wow. It is working. This is the second dial. It's nicely moving forward. It already looks beautiful. I'm going to show you how to program this. There's a few features like the date and the time and the alarm features of this cloth. This kit came with an enclosure, this acrylic pieces. We're going to fully assemble this and complete our project. To set the time, we use function 1. We use S1 key to scroll through different functions, as you can see, 2, 3, 4. With function 1, we are able to set the time. Press the S2 button to confirm now, and then it takes me to the programming mode. You can press the S1 button one at a time. And then once I'm happy with the clock side of it, I press S2, the other button, to go to the minutes digit, as you can see. And then I hold the button down. Perfect. Once I'm happy, I just press the S1 button. Let's try to set the date. Setting the date is actually function 2. This is obviously the month section. And I'm happy with it. I just press S2, just takes me to the days digit. Perfect. And I just press the S2 again. And we got the year as well. Perfect. The third function we got there is setting the alarm time. So I'll set the alarm time to about 15:10. And it's programmed. And let's see if it is going to actually buzz. There we go. Oh, perfect. Now the function 4 is basically it's a standby mode, remind mode. It doesn't basically it just stops you from like switching between the different functions like the temperature function and the clock function and so forth. Now let me show you the some of the other features of this. Now what we do is we basically hold down S1, it seems, S1 button, and then briefly press the S2 button, which basically flicks through different animations. them just introduce the parts first. This is going to be the back plane. This is the front one. 4 additional pieces that's going to go around those 2 big pieces. Metal standoffs screwed together. They also provide the screws. This is how it actually looks. Around, so you can see. Lift the corner like so and carefully peel it off. Nice, very clear. This part sits right there. Fix that in place. Take a look. Let's go to the other part. You're going to have to remove the protective film around it. Got to be careful with the surfaces so that you don't scratch them. This is the second piece. Fantastic, it's really clear, like you can see through it. Let's just remove this part as well. And done. That was the 4th piece. Position these around the perimeter. This is the last piece I want to peel off, like so. And then place it on our clock. And now we can go ahead and place the final screws. Look at this. This looks very nice and shiny, all boxed up. Let's just plug this in. Ah, look at that, beautiful. So this is a really nice kit. I enjoyed building this. I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. I'm going to think a little bit more about the second, what I would like to do with this one. The battery power edition would be a nice one.
Like and subscribe to join my journey.